Hey?
Bill and I had a tandem.
Did you?
Mm.
Oh yeah, that's something, isn't it?
When Christine was born, he used to take me down because she had to go in hospital. She had abscess in her neck and she was in hospital, and because I was still feeding her, and he used to take me twice a day down to the hospital to feed her. They won't put her on the bottle.
Right, what do you know about your school days then?
Well, I suppose I was 5 when I started school, I don't know.
What school?
Green Lane Road School. And was in the, I remember the teacher, her name was Miss Bradley. And first day at school we had little pieces of material, and you used to have to pull the pieces out till you got nothing left, you know, like it was like woven material. And we were only little kids, and we used to have to pull these strips out to see who did it first.
Oh.
It was only about 3 inches, 2 or 3 inches, and you'd have to pull it like the weaving out till there was nothing left, and you had to see who was the first to do it.
And then you went on to secondary?
And then still stayed at Green Lane Road
Right.
School. Went to Bridge Rose School after that.
Oh, right.
And Miss Cart was the headmistress there. And I remember once I got a ring on.
What, there?
Yeah, and she fetched me at assembly, and she called me over, and she said, you know you're not allowed to wear jewellery. Just come in, let me know in the morning. Just let me see you not got it on. Because I went the next morning, I got a bracelet on. And my granddad's sister was headmistress of Ellis Avenue Road School, and she was a friend of this Miss Cart. She says, you wouldn't like me to tell Miss Healy you've been disobedient. Oh dear. Anyway, yeah, and I stayed at Bridge Road School till I left.
Till you went to what, to work?
Yeah, I went to work at Rowley's as a mender in the hosiery. My hosiery examiner. And then, no, I was a mender, and then I was promoted to examiner then. And I stayed there till I got married. Oh yeah. Yeah, stayed there till I got married in 1939 to Bill.
So when did you meet Lily?
Lily? Oh well, met Lily at school. And of course she was only on Humberston Road, opposite where I lived, and we were always friends then. And then we, one day, and the twins went to the meeting as well. Well, Sunday school. And we knew them at Sunday school, and then we went, there was a fair on at Overscroft Road. We went down there and we met Bill and Frank at the fair, and from then we started going with one another. But I packed Bill up for about 12 months, and then he had his cartilage done, and I went to see him when he had his cartilage out, and while I went to see him, Frank came to see him, and he said to Frank, just go out and tell the nurse you're going home now. And he went and told her, he got his coat and hat on, and he went and told the nurse he were about to go home, and she about blew her top. Oh dear.
And then after that, so that you were, how old were you then when you said just before you got married? How old was that?
I think we were 25 when we were married. Yeah, I think we were 25 when we were married.
Right. And then you moved here?
Came straight here, yeah.
Just to Cairnsford Road?
Mm.
Right.
We went to Brighton for a honeymoon. And then we came back here.
Well, you gone to Brighton on the train?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh no, we didn't have cars then.
No.
And then that was in March 39, then the war broke out in September that same year. And of course Bill and Frank conscious. They had to go for the tribunal. I don't know how Frank got on, but I know they said to Bill, oh well, as they said, I suppose they'll still want window cleaners.
Yeah. And did he stay doing that then?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And that's how it, you know, marvellous, the questions he asked him, and he answered them all, you know, biblical things. And I don't know how Frank got on. But anyway, they said, oh well, that's it, all agreed to the, no, I expect they'll still want window cleaning.
So he stayed here?
And he stayed in window cleaning, yeah, but then he joined the, at the infirmary, stretcher bearer.
Oh, right.
I think Frank went as well. But I know he applied to be a stretcher bearer at the Royal. And when the night of Dunkirk, there was John Jarvie and Jim Jarvie lived round the corner, and they John Jarvie said, you got to report at the Royal straight away, there's going to be a lot of casualties. And they all went down to the, and Bill said there was some awful, you know, things to see. That was the night of the when they came from Dunkirk.
Oh, right. There was no bombing round here?
No, well, the first week of the war, Ayleston, Cavendish Road was bombed. We stood outside talking, and we seen the aeroplane come across, and then they must have dropped the bombs a bit further along. Yeah, I can remember it now, standing at our gate outside, watching this aeroplane go across.
So then after the war you settled down here, and then you had Christine and then Anthea?
Yeah, Christine were born in 41 and Anthea were born in 44. Same year as you. Chris, you were born in March, she were born in July.
And when you were here, what was the first sort of transport? You said about a bike or something?
Well, we had a tandem, yeah. We had a tandem for years. He used to take me to work, St Saviour's Road. I worked off St Saviour's Road, Pex, and he used to take me work on my tandem. Then I stopped at home for a little while, and I had some outdoor work from Byford's, and then I got a job at Wigston, working in the mornings when the girls were older.
By then you lost the tandem, and what had you got? Had you got a car then, or a van? Or?
Bought a car off Eric Monday, because they had do you remember they had his brother, they had a place on
Yes.
East Park Road,
Can't think of the name of it.
by where Bespoke
Taylor's.
Taylor's was. They had that house and did car repairs, and they got this car off Eric, and it was a banger, Orb. AUB, Orb we called it. And he never had to drive. I never took a driving test then. You didn't have to take a test. And so he never did take a driving test.
Did you go on holiday in the car?
Oh yeah, well yes, we went away. And then he got a job at Jenkins on Umberson Road, Taylor's, you know, credit business. And he had a car, one of their cars, a van they had. And we used to go away in this van. Me and Bill. And Brewards, we all used to crowd in this blooming van.
Did you ever have a motorbike?
Yeah, I did. Him and Eric Mundy had one between them.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
Talk about transport. Do you remember trams?
Yeah.
What do you remember about the trams?
Oh, I remember the trams. They used to, of course, they used to go on Umbiston Road to Umbiston, and Umbiston, there was a lovely park down there, and open fields, and we used to. It was a penny on the tram, and we used to go upstairs up top and sit. One of us sit on the knee of the other one, so we only used to pay a penny.
Yeah, trams, and then that's how they went to Humberston Terminus.
Yeah, where the Trock is now, where the Trock was built then. Yeah. And of course they had the Lido. Carrisbrook Road.
Kenwood.
Yeah, we used to go to the Kenwood. And when the girls were young, and I remember one day we went. Anthony was only a baby, she was still in a pram, and there was a pool just for the children, and when I weren't looking she went out the pool and she jumped in the big pool in the deep end. I just turned round and she was missing, and next thing I seen a man carrying her. He'd seen her go in and fetched her out. Yeah, and there was always a dread of the water when they took them away. I've always had a fear of water. You know. But Christine, she was used to swim, well, Anthony did, like a fish. She loved it.
When you were younger, did you have any sort of hobbies at all?
Knitting. Oh, I was always a knitter. And needlework, sewing, because my mother used to take in sewing. She was a dressmaker, and used to sit hours at the side of her watching a machine in, and I think that's where I got it from, you know, dressmaking and that sort of thing. Because after that, when the children, I used to make all the clothes and my own as well. Well, same as your mum did.
Did you ever play any musical instrument?
No, my mother was a wonderful pianist. She used to play for a concert party, and my father was a violinist, and they used to play for a concert party.
What, together?
Of course, he died with the Spanish flu in 1919, just after the war. He was only 28. Of course, my mother married again. And that's where Elsie come in and Bob.
Well, the other thing about the wartime, what do you remember about food rationing and things? What was rationed in the war? Or how did you
everything.
Right.
You used to get about 2 ounces of butter for a week. And,
Each?
I don't know whether it was each or what, and sugar. You used to take your rations with you, went out, your sugar. But I never one for sugar anyway in my tea, so it didn't bother me. But, oh yes, rationing was very strict.
What, just food, or?
Oh yeah, food, yeah.
Not clothing, or?
Oh yeah, you had to have clothing coupons.
Right.
Yeah, you had clothing coupons for your clothes.
What about furniture?
I suppose you did, but you see, we got all ours before when we were married.
Yeah.
First bedrooms, the dining room suite were 18 guineas. And I don't remember it, beautiful sideboard. They're chairs, they were the chairs, and that's the table. But that was, we had it converted into a drop leaf, that table. And them chairs, they're the original ones, only the seats were black. at brown and Bill recovered them black. And I remember the first three-piece suite, that was £18.
From
Eh?
where? From
From
where?
Nicholas in oh, I forget.
Oh,
Then they moved to Humberston Road, the firm. Oh, I had everything from there.
did you do many trips on the train? You know, when there were steam trains?
Oh yeah, I used to go away on the train quite often.
From where?
Used to go to my grandmum, because my grandma brought Connie up, and granddad. When my mother married again, they had Connie, and they brought her up from a little girl. Since she was 6, I was 4. And every year they used to take us to Yarmouth, and we used to go on the train. Do you remember the level crossing down Forest Road, bottom of Forest Road? The train used to go along there.
From where? What station was that?
Great Central. Used to be on Belgrave Road. Some Sainsbury's there now, I think.
Do you, we talked about whether you play the musical instrument. Do you like any sort of music at all? Any particular music type of
It's all that Bob.
No.
Connie, she could play the piano and she could sing as well. Did all my sewing after I was married, you know, all my embroidery and stuff that to go in the front. That all come to me after I was married, you know, years after.
Yeah.
I caught it off Christine. She does some lovely work.
What, this stitching?
Cross stitch, yeah.
Right.
I ain't made you a cake lately, have I? I was only thinking about that the other day. I thought I ain't made Armin a cake lately. I'll just have to make you one.
Right. Do?
Is that it? Oh,
Didn't hurt, did it?
not much. Wait till you hear me voice. Croaking.